everybody, and welcome to my video, Getting Tidier. So I wanted to start the video by saying a massive thank you to 2,264 of you who have subscribed to my channel. And do you know, it's so hard to get from 2,200 and then suddenly I've got 2,264. So thank you very much. And you know how much I love knowing where you're all from. So I've done a quick check to see where you're from, and you can see that now 44% of you are from the United Kingdom, 22% the United States, then Germany 2.6, Australia 2.5, Canada is at the bottom there, and then Ireland and Netherlands, France and Switzerland and Spain at 0.2. So if you've not previously told me where you're from, please do. I like knowing, Linda from Cornwall or Andrea from America, or whatever state you're from. And then you can see me in the kitchen. So slightly different angle here. The sun is coming through the kitchen window. I have got a lot of washing up to do, and I am drowning in washing up, absolutely drowning. And the more I think of it, I spend so much time in the kitchen washing up when I need to spend time sorting out all the other rooms. You think, when do people manage to sort out their whole house? Or maybe what I just need to have is a 2-bed apartment. So 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, diner, lounge, all in one. And then I'd only have 4 rooms to clean, wouldn't I, with the bathroom? So maybe that's part of the problem. I think the part of the problem is, because my house is not massive, as you know, I think part of the problem is, for so many years, I've brought in more and more things into my house. See, this is what you've all told me. I've brought more and more things into the house. I haven't got rid of things. And then because some of it is so untidy, it's really, really hard to get back on top of things. So I just try to maintain the kitchen, and then I only have like an hour to quickly scoot around and do other things. So I don't have time to completely, probably our bedroom needs a whole day, really needs a whole day spent on it. Maybe, well, to be honest, more like a week. And then the lounge needs a day, the dining room needs a day and a half. My daughter's bedroom needs 2 days. My old bedroom needs probably a week, maybe 2 weeks. The playroom needs a week. The bathroom's okay. The ensuite bathroom's okay. But you think, where am I going to possibly get that time from? I really need to take 2 weeks off from work and just spend them house tidying. I feel bad, really, because do you know, when I look back, there was one time I went on holiday for about 3 or 4 weeks, and do you know my mother-in-law came round and she completely cleaned and tidied the house. She did loads and loads of tidying and sorting, and you think, that was very kind of her to do all that. Very, very kind. But then very quickly, it spiralled out of control again. But I remember something that Andrea said to me few weeks back, maybe a couple of months back, and she was saying about challenging me to empty more things out of a certain cupboard. And I thought, I know what I'm going to do. We're going to do this sale, aren't we? I'm going to go into every single room and declutter 10 things. Now, I know that doesn't sound much, but that's what I'm going to do. And as I was sitting here and thinking about what things I could possibly get rid of, I thought, oh, actually, I don't like that candlestick, and I don't like that pot, and I don't like that vase. I thought, that's 3 things. That's 3 things that I can see. How many more things? I've got books I could get rid of. I've got things in the craft cupboard that I could get rid of. So I'm going to get up to 10. That's in the lounge. 10 things in the dining room, in the kitchen, the bathroom. And I went up to the bathroom and I thought, I don't like the pot that one of the cacti's in. There's some bubble bath that we're never going to use. So I'm going to get rid of 10 things in every single room. Then I'm going to put them all in one location ready for my sale. Now, Brooke has suggested that I put everything on the spare bed in our old bedroom. But the problem with that is that the bed in the spare bedroom is piled up full of a load of other things that I need to be sorting out. Some things to do with holiday, and of course now I don't feel like putting suitcases and holiday things away because they've been there so long they're nearly ready to go on holiday again. So I guess lesson learned, what I need to do is when I come back from holiday, sorting out after holiday needs to include putting all the clothes away and and putting the suitcases back where I got them out from, which is back in our cupboard or under the bed, rather than sitting there for so long that they must have sat there for a year. There's also a few items that I know that I can get rid of this. That's going to be it from that room, so that's going to be good. I've got a couple of items that I bought from Primark, like to go over a swimming suit or bikini, but I've never used them. Well, I think one I used once, and I think actually it might have been given to me by somebody, because it's not really my sort of style, my sort of colours. But I thought I can get rid of that, because each time I keep it thinking, oh, I might use that on holiday, and then years go by and I never have. There's also a pair of trousers that are really small, size 12, that I'm probably never ever going to get into, and again I keep them because I've not worn them much and I think, oh, I might wear them one day. So I think that's silly. They're also not the sort of fabric, the normal sort of thing that I would wear, so I can get rid of those as well. Now, you'll probably notice that the voiceover has changed slightly, and I am sorry about that. I just wanted to get this, because some of these videos are from yesterday or the day before, and I just wanted to get the voiceover done. We're heading out to a little country fete where my daughter is going to be playing the flute in her band, so that's where we're going. It looked lovely and sunny today, so I thought fantastic, but now the skies are looking rather ominous, like it's about to rain, so we'll have to see. So yesterday, so Thursday and Friday, I've not really talked to you about, have I? So Thursday was very, very busy with work meetings for job 1 and 2. I do feel like I'm juggling a lot and trying to squeeze in an awful lot, because I'm going to be going on holiday in a few weeks. I'm under quite a lot of pressure to get some certain reports done for job number 1. And then job number 2, they have now announced the process for applying for the job. Now, part of it I am finding, if I'm honest, a little bit irritating. My husband just says, oh, just stop it. Don't apply for the job. Don't bother with it. You know, you do an awful lot. Just think that you had fun for a year doing that job. You've enjoyed it, but now is the time to finish. And I do keep thinking that perhaps he's right. And I do feel like I need some advice about this as to what I should do. I'm finding it quite difficult to know what to do. But the situation is really I'm not being big-headed, but I am way overqualified for this job. It's several grades lower than my number 1 job, but I really enjoy it. And when I saw it advertised, I thought, oh, if that was asking people to do that voluntary, I would have done that, like on a voluntary basis for a few hours a week. So the fact that I'm getting paid to do it seemed good, and I like working with enthusiastic young people. But the process that we've got to go through, so bear in mind I've got 2 degrees and a teaching qualification, and they say they really want me, they don't want to lose me. I've got to fill in a form as an expression of interest. I've got to update my CV. Okay, the last time I updated my CV was maybe 2 years ago, but I don't have time for that. So I just feel like I'm not really desperate for this job, and I feel like they're the ones that should be saying to me, we really want you, and to make the process easier. Do you see what I mean? So we'll see what happens with that. I'll wait to see what the forms look like. If it's 10 pages long, I just don't feel like I can fit it in. So someone the other day mentioned about, why on earth have you got coats in the pantry? This is just always where we put the coats. So we use this as storage, really. So I call it the pantry because it would have been a pantry in 1928 into the 30s and 40s. There was actually, before the times of fridges, there was a grate thing that they used as to keep a cool box, which when we bought the house, it was still here, and we actually sold it because it was a collectible item. We also gave away the gas, our washing machine, to a museum that was in the house. So I just wanted to show you. So you remember when I spent an afternoon decluttering the pantry? Well, this is what it's like now. Things piled up, things all over the place, lots and lots to sort out. And again, there are some things in here that I very, very rarely use, but then they have like sentimental connections. So there's like an ice box, which is my husband's grandfather's. I don't feel like I can possibly get rid of that. So it's a bit tricky really to think what to do. I have noticed over the years that my mother-in-law has given me things that she doesn't want anymore, but she wants to stay in the family. I've been reflecting on that, such as the little table in my hall. That was hers. I feel like I might declutter that back into her house and she might forget that she's ever given it to me. She also gave me a little rocking chair, which my daughter's got in her playroom, but she can't use it anymore because obviously the playroom floor is covered. But that little rocking chair I think was my mother-in-law's grandmother's. So again, I feel like I can't really get rid of that because that's sort of my daughter's history, if you see what I mean. So that's another thing that I feel like I've got to keep hold of, and I have not really got anywhere to put it in storage. So it's going to sit there for a bit. You can see that I put my timer on, my Ladybird timer, for 30 minutes. So I put that on for 30 minutes, sat that on my windowsill, and then I tried to do as much as I possibly could in 30 minutes. I was called away briefly, so I stopped the timer and stopped my video whilst I went to my daughter. But otherwise I did manage to get quite a lot done. So there's not that much on my side on the left. My right side on the right's not that bad. I've got there a 3-tiered cheese stand, which my sister-in-law kindly got me. We don't eat masses of cheese. We don't have cheap, we have a big thing around getting cheese boards out in the evening. But it is a lovely stand, and my daughter did suggest how we could use it for cakes, which is much more likely, like at birthdays. There's quite a few different like little cheese knives. I did toy with giving it away as a raffle prize, but then I thought, oh dear, I can't really do that when she's given that. It's a really lovely set. So maybe an alternative would be to get rid of my other cheese boards that aren't so nice and have this out instead. I'm just trying to think the last time I had a cheese board out though, because I don't have much cheese around because of my daughter's dairy allergy. So I can't really think that I'm going to use it that much, but I've put it in the pantry for now, and I'll see what happens. So I finish off in the kitchen, and then the end part of the video you'll see a slightly different angle where I sort out the side and put the cheese board away, and then I show you a very quick snippet of all the work I've got to do in my dining room. So I've got a lot to do in my dining room, a great deal. So I hope you're well. Right at the end you'll see that I popped into the city of Norwich, very sunny and glorious. I looked at some dresses and we looked in a bookshop, but I'll tell you a little bit about that on another video. So have a lovely day and a lovely weekend, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!